Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Coming at you with another devotion today to kind of wrap up our week. This week we've been talking about points from TJ's message on Sunday that God gave him in the Be a Champion series. And man, it's been some amazing messages that God has been able to deliver through Pastor TJ. And this past week, if you weren't there, you may not get this, but we talked about DRTT, and that was to help us remember the points from the message. And if you're with us, you may remember those. But if not, we talked about four things: determination, restraint, thinking, and training. And so when it comes to being a champion for Christ, it takes those things. It takes determination, restraint, thinking, and training. And those were taken from a scripture that I'm going to share as I share my screen today. We were in First Corinthians, and it was from First Corinthians chapter 9. I'm going to look specifically at verse 26 today, but first we'll read those scriptures together that Pastor shared with us on Sunday, where each one of these points, determination, restraint, thinking, and training, came from. So if we look at this, we'll read through these, and then there was one that under determination that stuck out to me. But it says, "Know ye not they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that you may obtain." In other words, run to try to win the prize, right? "And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible crown." Notice it separates the we from them, right? They do it for a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible one. Andrew had an awesome devotion on the crown. I enjoyed that one this week. But and then it says, and I've got it highlighted there. "I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air." And then, so if you'll think about that in the previous verse, in verse 25, talking about the corruptible crown, "Because we run for an incorruptible prize, therefore we run with not with uncertainty, but with certainty." Right. And that's what I want to focus on today. And it falls under the piece that TJ was talking about under determination. Right. And so we have to be determined. You think about athletes and people who compete, they are determined to win. A couple of things that were mentioned in the message about under determination. So TJ said, "Be as earnest to make heaven as men are to win their Olympic event." Right. I mean, again, we're talking about being a champion for Christ and winning this race that we run for Christ. And so you think about how determined an Olympian may be. It's their number one focus, right? They put in the time, they put in the effort, they put in the work to win the prize. That's how we should be to win the prize for Christ, right? Like if we're already believers and we know our prize is going to be an eternity in heaven with Him, we should now run to try to have other people earn that prize and to help bring them along with us and be a champion for Christ. And then he also said champions are determined to make an impact, right? So we should be determined every day to make an impact for Christ, to those around us, to be a light for Him, to be a witness to them, to influence them in a positive way to where they also want to run along with us in this race to try to win other people for Christ. So if you think about athletes and you think about Olympians, they put in the time, right? Like they put in the time to work hard, and they are determined to win. It may be a couple hours after school, it may be multiple times a day that athletes are practicing. And so if they're working that hard to be good at their specific event or their specific sport, we should also as Christians work that hard. It should be our main focus to learn how we can best witness and how we can best impact those around us in a positive way for Christ. And so let's remember we're striving to be a champion for Christ. We want to be determined today and make Him our number one focus. Hope you get a little something out of that today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'd love to see you at church tomorrow, whether in person, or you can also join us online. Service starts at 11, and we hope to see you there. See ya.